Hey everyone, today I'm taking a look at the VIVOSUN AeroLab P30 pH meter. So thank you to the VIVOSUN company for sending this to me for free in exchange for my honest review. So I was excited to receive this because I do a lot of hydroponics, indoor growing, and gardening, and this is something that is very important to keep track of your pH when you are doing these kinds of things. So first of all, just looking at what's coming in the box here, you can see that it comes in a nice case here with foam packing, which is really nice to help protect it because it is a delicate meter. You don't want things to get dirty or to damage the probe. So this is a good container to store it in. Comes with the meter, a small little cup that you can scoop up your water so that you can do your testing for it. A little cover here as well to help protect that probe. The instructions, and then some of the buffer powders so that you can do the calibration on this meter. So this requires 4 AAA batteries, which also are included in the package. So sometimes these come calibrated, but I always like to recalibrate my pH meters just to make sure that they are accurate before starting. And as far as the calibration, it comes with the 3 different calibration levels that you need to calibrate at. Okay, so I'm going to run you through the calibration process. So we are going to be mixing up some of this buffer powder. You start off by mixing it in a 250 milliliter solution of distilled water. Okay, so we are ready to calibrate this meter here. So you just do a quick press here to turn it on, and then do a long press on the calibration button, and that will put it into calibration mode. So there'll be a little thing flashing down here in the corner. So you can start off with the 4.0. So you just simply put it in there and swirl it around. And this little thing in the corner, hopefully you can see that, is flashing. Once it stabilizes and stops flashing, you can press the calibration button. A little tiny happy face will appear on there, and that will mean that you have calibrated it at the 4.0. Then you just want to give the probe a little rinse in some more distilled water, shake it off. You're ready to do the next one. Set it in there. An M will show up, and that flashing thing will go in the corner while it stabilizes. Once it stops flashing, hit the calibration button. A little happy face appears, and you're good to go at that level. Again, just give it another rinse, and you're ready to do the calibration at the 9.18. Again, that thing will start flashing. There'll be an H once it stabilizes and quits flashing. Just hit the calibrate button, happy face appears, and you are good to go. Your meter is now all calibrated. So you're going to be mixing up a 250 milliliter solution from each of these packages. You don't have to use it all at once. I only put about 50 mils in this cup. You can store the excess away on the shelf out of direct sunlight. As long as it stays cool, you should be able to use this again to recalibrate over the next 3 to 6 months. So once you got your meter all calibrated, you're ready to test pH in different solutions. I just got a couple things mixed up here. I got some diluted fish fertilizer in tap water, and then I have some aluminum sulfate in water. So this is just a way you can test to make sure it's at the level you want it to be. I want my fish fertilizer to be somewhere around the 6 to 7 range, so I'm just sticking it in there. And if you want to just hold that pH level once it stabilizes, you can just click on that calibration button quickly, and that locks in. If you can see this, it's hard to see. So it locked it in at 6.02 pH. So I want this to be a little more acidic because I'm going to be using this to water things like my blueberries and my hydrangea. So I'm just taking a measurement here. I want it to be somewhere to the 3 to 5 range for pH. Just lock it in by hitting that calibration button. And you can see here it is reading at 3.1. So I'm really excited to use this for my gardening needs, but as I said, this isn't limited to just gardening and hydroponics. If you need to monitor pH levels, whether it's for your pool, for winemaking, for aquariums, anywhere where the pH matters and needs to be monitored, this meter will be very helpful. So if you're into hydroponics, gardening, aquariums, or anything where pH matters, then I think this is going to be a helpful tool.